What's up? It's 10:57, July 28th, the day after the eclipse, and oh my gosh, the Twilight Zone. Ooh. Of course, today I had to go get my car because the engine blew up, right? Because Walmart didn't put a seal on the filter. So then I was having to deal with their insurance company and walk through that because they had ended up, because people didn't follow the process and they weren't conscious of what they were asking for, and they'll give any reason not to take care of it. I had to stay on top of it, and I'm coming to pick up the cars and have to drop off the rent car, and they didn't want to release the car because they didn't have full payment, but I haven't been able to get the payment yet. And so I kept explaining the situation. He kept explaining his side. I kept understanding and agreeing with it, explaining my side. And then finally he came back around to the middle, which was, if you really thought about it, it was the original proposition that I had already told, right? I wanted to video this because these are things that are popping up in our experience, and these are little things that help us realize that this is part of this reprogramming and manifesting out of these situations, because it doesn't mean that everything's just going to be easy now. It means that it will be easy if you keep your cool and you keep just being fair and looking at both sides like a Libra perspective. So that was settled. Well, now I'm physically sitting at the place where the car is, and I have the $9,000 that Walmart paid to get a brand new turbo engine in this car. This is crazy, but it's Saturday morning, and so the check cashing place won't approve the transaction. Not the bank. We called the bank, and the bank is fine with it. It's the check cashing place. So it's like, but they're closed on Saturday, right? So they don't want to even try to. Anyway, it's just crazy. And then my parents got lost taking my son to hockey, and it has just been insane. But I'm talking to y'all right now, just laughing. Basically, I'm telling everyone to stay calm. We'll just get here, we'll do this, get here, we'll do this, and let's just see what happens, right? And a lot of these times when these things start manifesting out, I know it's because my parents are manifesting the issues, because my experience right now is intertwined with them, which is part of the reason that this stuff is coming apart. And I know this, but we're working through it all. So I just thought I'd share. I don't even know if I'll make this to a video, but I love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Hello, galactic travelers. It's 11:47, 11:11, and holy crap. Oh my gosh, if everyone's going through stuff like that, that's happening to me today, I'm laughing so hard. Okay, so now I was waiting for my parents to get back up there so that we could get this money released to pay for the car. And so I was sitting there with the engine running in the car waiting for them instead of the waiting room, and get out of the car and there's antifreeze leaking everywhere. So had I not been sitting there waiting, then I could have blown another engine, because it's a hose buried deep in there. But oh my gosh, it's just hilarious. So many little things coming up that you just have to keep overcoming and laughing about it. But I'm learning a lot of little, showing us, just keep stating balance. Listen to the case. They need to listen to yours. And there's a meet in the middle, no matter what. No matter if it's a corporation, no matter if it's Kia the dealership, no matter if it's the insurance company of Walmart, it doesn't matter. So, bye. Okay, 1:53, and I'm finally driving home. But of course, wouldn't you know, while I was in the waiting room at the car dealership, met a wonderful man talking about different, of course, synchronicity popped up with celiacs, and that led to a conversation about his wife and some health things, and to spirituality, and beautiful conversation. One more time though, they gave me the keys right before and I was telling this man goodbye. So again, I could have drove off, and about 15 minutes after they'd give me the keys, thank God I was still there, the mechanic comes back up and says, wait, I forgot to put some pan on, and took the car back again. So just crazy, right? If I would have tried to rush any of that, if I would have put my timeline and my personal where I thought I needed to be at any point during all of this, then I would have ended up with another blown engine. It's just nuts. And that's the point, right? And that's the whole day, you know, is, and I'm so even keel about it, think it's hilarious, but this is showing us that this new energy is here, right? It's not saying that the matrix is just gonna disappear for us and this change in the very beginning right now. All the work that we've done in our energy frequency and everything is to show us how to work within that system, because we're changing it from the inside. So what I mean by that is, you know, everyone's not just going to bow down to us the way, you know, in our mind we just see this new earth being right now in the very beginning, because we're just making these changes. However, man, how many things came up against us today? I mean, holy Christmas, for reals. And all before, it's 1:55 right now. So at any time we could have completely tumbled and freaked the freak out. Especially when my dad was like cussing out somebody in the background. I mean, it's been crazy. But when we keep our calm and we use our intellect, because that's what we're doing. We're, you know, by me not plopping down a credit card at Enterprise and saying, okay, fine, put it on here and I'll deal with it later. I don't use credit like that. I don't exist in this. No, that's not how I do things, right? So, but we'll figure out a way to make this work for everybody and cover it, and, you know, be smart about it, be conscious about it, and don't accept any other way except for a fair arrangement in everybody's party. And if you just concentrate on that and that it's divinely coming, then you flow out of it, and you feel so much stronger when you do, and you're going to be laughing going, oh my gosh. You know, this is my fault too, because I'm still quantumly tied to these people, you know, my parents. So in these situations, I have to expect these things to be challenges, because they're manifesting, I'm in their reality to an extent. And that's okay. But I just have to, now I'm really starting to see how it's happening, you know, especially when we go into these matrix constructs to live our lives right now. So whenever we don't just bow down and throw down the credit card or freak out and go call everyone we know because now we need $500 to have a car, and woe is me, and what am I going to do? And right, if I would have done that, then that could have been, oh my gosh, the old me. If that all this would have happened today, holy crap, you'd have to, oh, I don't even know. But we're ready. Our energy is high enough to where it just is the confidence to know that it's going to, and us realizing that this is how it works. this is how it worked for me today. And just wanted to share it with you guys. We got this, man. We are freaking Neo. We're like sidestepping this shit. And then we're creating a sidestep in a dance that they didn't have a sidestep. All they knew was front and back. And we're spinning.